Happy Thursday, or whatever day you're watching this. But today is actually Thursday that I'm recording this. Who's coming on for happy hour? High Achievers Happy Hour, 7 p.m. Central tonight, Thursday, January 28th. If you don't know me, I'm Rachel Williams, Feminine Leadership Coach, and this is the next installment of my ABCs of Leadership Live. Today is the letter J. I always feel like I'm on Sesame Street, but today's topic that came up for me, I have y'all on a temporary setup today. I'm going live from my mom's house. When I thought of the letter J, the thing that came up for me today was just be yourself. And I know I talked a little bit about this in Authentic Leadership, but I'd like to take it a layer deeper today. So I know as a high achiever, a recovering perfectionist, and people pleaser, I was always very concerned about tailoring myself to act right, to please or fit in with others. And I was always very afraid of not fitting in or being rejected because I had a lot of that as a kid. So as an adult, I would tend to make up for it by censoring myself and saying what I thought people wanted to hear, but it's almost more insidious than that. It wasn't quite so much like a conscious thing. It was more of just an unconscious fear of truly being myself, manifesting as a anxiety. You know, in the middle of the night, you wake up and you're like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or ooh, I wonder if that came off wrong, or geez, I wonder what so-and-so thinks of me. They must think I'm such an idiot, you know? Did any of y'all ever run into that? Go ahead and let me say hi, drop me a comment if you're here, or if you're on the replay, be like, yeah, that hits home, because I know that I am not the only one that wakes up at 3 a.m. With those thoughts. But the magical thing about learning to just be yourself is the world literally adjusts. And we're gonna move the live here. I've got running water going on. When you start to just be yourself, you have this level of authenticity that really shines through, and it puts people at ease. Y'all know when you've ever been around a person who's like trying to impress you, it feels kind of needy, and it's this energy that nobody really wants to be in. Like, people can pick up on that a mile away. Hey, Jolene. We all have, yes. Hey, Emily. Yes, right? The middle of the night thoughts like, oh my God, why did I say that? What I have learned is as you become more of yourself, we tend to think, or I used to think, that if people found out the real me, that they would reject me or turn away, or that would somehow not be good enough. But it's actually been quite the opposite. The more that I am myself, the more people tend to celebrate the flaws and the vulnerability that I share with folks, because it allows them to be human too. And that's how this really ties in with Authentic Leadership that I did all the way back on day A, is that people don't want to follow fake perfectionist leadership. Like, we want somebody who's real and honest, and we can tell has been through the trenches, and all they're doing is extending a hand to you and saying, hey buddy, I've been here, let me help you through this. And Also, what is life if we're so busy, like, trying to be extra stuffy, and not having fun? Like, everybody wants to enjoy themselves, whether they'll admit it or not. Like, life is meant to be messy and imperfect and fun. It's what gives it character. And the last thing I wanted to say about just being yourself is, yes, there is a potential that you might get rejected, so to speak, or that people will be offended by you being your true, authentic self. And they might fall away. And I want y'all to just be okay with that. Realize that not everyone is your person. Not everyone likes me. They're like, oh my gosh, that Rachel chick, she's always getting on, talking her positivity, and ugh, like, who is she even? Who does she think she is? Like, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me. And the more that you become the person that you go to bed with every night, that you truly love, imperfections and all, the less and less you're going to care about what other people think about you, because it's none of your business. And also, when we start to make changes for ourselves, to become more of ourselves, sometimes close friends and family may feel threatened. And that's okay. That's totally normal. And they may say, well, you're different, or you changed. And that's just their critter brain not knowing how to adapt to change. Because we're all fundamentally afraid of change. Like, our brains like to know that 1 + 1 is going to equal 2. And so anytime you change the equation, your brain freaks out, and it's like, she's different. What is that going to mean for me? What is that going to mean for our relationship? And, let them have their reactions. Their reactions are completely up to them. Let them react how they want to react. And you just go about being yourself. And you'll notice that the people that were meant to fall away may fall away, but then they're replaced with the most beautiful, more authentic people that you get to be true friends and colleagues with. And suddenly your life feels so much richer because you get to be authentically you. You just be you. Jolene says, love that. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You're not everybody's cup of tea. But the more you be yourself, the more that I think J.P. Sears says, the more you let your weirdo freak flag fly, the more your other weirdos can find you. And they're like, oh yeah, I do that. I totally resonate with that. Like, and then you just find this whole new tribe. You vibe with your tribe, right? So that was really my message today, is just be you. There might be some growing pains at first. People might freak out, but the more that you love yourself, the more that life is going to adjust to meet you. And if people do fall away, you're going to replace them with the most beautiful, aligned people that you could have never imagined. And at the end of the day, life's just not worth it if you're not being you. So I love all of you. Thank you for being here. Let me know if y'all have any questions or additional thoughts. And if you'd like to join us for High Achievers Happy Hour tonight, 7 p.m. Central, let me know and I will get you guys the Zoom link. Bye, beautiful people. Have a great day.